Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Before continuing, please review the legal disclaimer provided in the comments section of this video and make sure to see the video till the end to get a full understanding of how it all works. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, investment and citizenship options, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. Now imagine this. You suddenly decide you want to visit Australia, Sydney Opera House, Gold Coast beaches, Melbourne cafes, the Great Barrier Reef, luxury road trips, wildlife adventures, family visits, cruise travel, business meetings, one of the most visited countries in the world. And then someone tells you, you may not even need a full visa application. Instead, you might qualify for something called the Australian ETA SUBCLASS 601. And this is where confusion begins, because many travelers hear words like ETA, Electronic Travel Authority, Visitor Visa, e-Visitor, Subclass 600, Business Visitor, Tourist Entry, and suddenly nobody knows what applies to them anymore. Some people get approved within minutes. Others get delayed for weeks. Some get refused instantly without understanding why. And some travelers only discover at the airport that they applied for the wrong travel authorization entirely. So in this complete global masterclass, we are going to simplify everything, not from the perspective of one country, not from the perspective of one nationality, but from a complete worldwide understanding of how the Australian ETA Subclass 601 actually works in 2026. In this video, you will learn who qualifies for the ETA, who does not qualify, what activities are allowed, how long you can stay, how the application process works, why some ETA requests get rejected instantly, what immigration officers actually look for, the biggest mistakes travelers make, and what smart travelers do differently. Stay until the end, because there is one major misunderstanding involving previous visa refusals, criminal declarations, and automated processing systems that causes massive problems for travelers every single year. Let's begin. First, let's understand what the ETA Subclass 601 actually is. The Electronic Travel Authority Subclass 601 is one of the fastest and most convenient travel authorizations Australia offers to eligible passport holders. It is designed mainly for short-term tourism and certain business visitor activities. This means people commonly use it for holidays, tourism, family visits, cruise travel, short business meetings, conferences, negotiations, and business exploration visits. But here's the first thing many people misunderstand. The ETA is not available to everyone. Eligibility depends heavily on passport nationality. Only approved eligible passport holders can apply for the ETA Subclass 601, and this is where many travelers make their first mistake. They assume Australia offers the same visa pathway to everyone. It does not. Some travelers qualify for ETA, others qualify for e-visitor arrangements, and many others must apply for the visitor visa subclass 600 instead. Now here is something very important. If you are not eligible for ETA and you still attempt to apply incorrectly, you can create unnecessary delays, refusals, or confusion in your immigration history. Now let's discuss one of the biggest advantages of the ETA. The application process itself. The ETA is mainly processed through the official Australian ETA mobile application. This is one of the reasons the system became globally popular. No embassy visits for most travelers, no large paper application packs, no physical label in your passport. Everything is electronic. Now here is where many people get surprised. Some ETA applications are approved extremely quickly, sometimes within minutes, sometimes within hours. But here is the critical warning. Not every application gets instant approval. Some travelers get referred for manual assessment, and that changes everything. We will explain why shortly. Now let's discuss validity and stay duration. The ETA generally allows multiple entries into Australia over the validity period. However, each stay is usually limited to up to 3 months at a time. This is very important. Many travelers misunderstand this completely. They think the overall validity period means they can remain continuously in Australia for the entire duration. Wrong. The stay limitation per visit still applies. Now let's discuss what activities are actually allowed. This is where confusion becomes dangerous. The ETA is mainly for tourism and limited business visitor activities. You can usually travel for holidays, visit family or friends, attend conferences, attend meetings, negotiate contracts, explore business opportunities, or participate in short business visitor activities. But here is the major warning. You cannot use the ETA for paid employment in Australia. This is one of the most misunderstood issues globally. Some travelers wrongly assume casual work is acceptable. It is not. Working illegally while holding visitor status can create serious immigration consequences, including visa cancellation and future entry problems. Now let's discuss the actual application process step by step. Step 1 is downloading the official ETA application platform. This is where identity verification begins. Applicants normally scan their passports electronically, then provide facial image verification, then answer personal declarations, then submit travel information. And this is where many applications begin succeeding or failing. Now let's discuss one of the most important sections in the entire ETA process. Character declarations. This section is critical, and this is where many travelers accidentally damage their own applications. The application may ask questions relating to criminal history, previous immigration problems, visa refusals, deportations, or other legal issues. Now, here is the biggest mistake people make. They assume hiding information improves approval chances. Wrong. Australia has sophisticated immigration systems and global data sharing arrangements. False answers can create far bigger problems than truthful disclosure. And here is something extremely important. Even minor inconsistencies can trigger manual assessment. Once your ETA leaves automated processing and enters manual review, processing times can increase significantly. Now let's discuss passport validity. This sounds simple, but it destroys many travel plans every year. Your passport details must match perfectly. Name spelling, passport number, nationality, date of birth, everything. Even small errors can create airline boarding problems or immigration complications. And here is another major issue. Some travelers renew passports after ETA approval and forget the ETA is electronically linked to the original passport. That creates huge confusion later. Now let's discuss supporting evidence. Many people believe ETA means zero documentation. Not true. Although ETA applications are generally simpler than traditional visitor visas, immigration officers can still request supporting evidence. This may include proof of funds, accommodation, details, return tickets, onward travel, business invitation letters, or evidence of genuine visitor intentions. And here is something important. Australia evaluates visitor credibility very carefully. Immigration officers want to understand whether you are genuinely coming temporarily and whether you are likely to comply with visa conditions. Now let's discuss financial proof. This is where many people misunderstand the process. Australia is not necessarily checking whether you are wealthy. They are checking whether your financial situation makes sense for your trip. Stable financial patterns matter more than flashy bank balances. Sudden, unexplained deposits can create suspicion. Consistency creates credibility. Now let's discuss one major misconception. Many travelers think ETA approval guarantees entry into Australia. That is completely incorrect. The ETA authorizes travel, but final entry decisions are still made by border officers when you arrive in Australia. This is extremely important, and this is why smart travelers still carry supporting evidence including return tickets, accommodation details, proof of funds, travel insurance, and travel plans. Now, let's discuss refusal risks. This section is critical. Some ETA applications get approved instantly. Others get delayed. Others get refused. Why? Usually because of risk indicators. Common risk indicators include previous visa refusals, immigration breaches, criminal history, false information, suspicious travel patterns, or inconsistent declarations. And here is something many travelers never realize. Some ETA applications are processed almost entirely through automated systems. That means risk triggers can activate immediately. Now let's discuss health insurance. Although comprehensive travel insurance is not always mandatory for every ETA traveler, it is strongly recommended. This is especially important because medical treatment in Australia can become extremely expensive for visitors. One hospital emergency without insurance can financially destroy an entire trip. Now let's discuss stay extensions. Many travelers ask, can the ETA be extended? Generally speaking, travelers needing longer stays may need to apply for another visa category before their authorized stay expires. But here is the critical thing: never overstay. Australia takes immigration compliance extremely seriously. Overstays can create future visa complications not only for Australia, but sometimes for other countries as well. Now let's discuss airport arrival. When you land in Australia, border officers may ask about purpose of visit, length of stay, accommodation, return travel, financial support, or previous travel history. Most genuine travelers experience no issues, but preparation matters enormously. Now let's discuss one major reason travelers panic unnecessarily: manual processing. Sometimes ETA applications move into manual assessment for additional review. This does not automatically mean refusal, but it does mean more careful evaluation. This is why last-minute applications can become dangerous. Smart travelers apply early, very early. Now let's discuss one of the biggest psychological mistakes travelers make. They assume ETA simplicity means immigration rules are casual. Wrong. Australia has one of the most structured and technologically advanced immigration systems in the world. The application may appear simple, but compliance expectations remain extremely serious. Now let's discuss travel history. Strong previous international travel can strengthen your profile, especially lawful travel to countries with strict immigration systems. But no travel history does not automatically mean refusal. What matters most is credibility and consistency. Now let's discuss one dangerous mistake many travelers make: using copied or misleading information, fake accommodation, fake business meetings, fake travel reasons, false declarations. Never do this. Australia takes immigration fraud extremely seriously. Now let's discuss practical approval strategies smart travelers often follow. Apply early. Check passport validity carefully, answer declarations honestly, use realistic travel plans, carry supporting documents, maintain strong financial consistency, avoid false information completely, and never assume automatic approval. Now, let's answer some common questions. Can you study on ETA? Generally, only short informal study activities may be allowed. Can you work on ETA? No paid employment is allowed. Can you visit family? Yes. Can you attend business meetings? Yes, within permitted visitor activity limitations. Can previous refusals affect ETA approval? Absolutely. Can criminal records affect ETA processing? Yes, depending on seriousness and immigration assessment. Can airlines deny boarding? Yes, if your ETA status or documents appear incorrect. Now let's discuss one final major truth. Australia remains one of the world's biggest travel destinations because of its beaches, cities, wildlife, food culture, outdoor lifestyle, and incredible tourism experiences. And for eligible travelers, the ETA SUBCLASS 601 remains one of the easiest and fastest ways to experience Australia. But success comes from understanding the rules properly, not guessing, not assuming, and not copying random internet advice. Because one honest and well-prepared application is far more powerful than a thick folder full of random paperwork, and you have come to the right place to get all your visa applications sorted in a hassle-free and professional manner. We can help you to get the entire process done correctly and make your dream trip to any destination in the world easier than you think. Make sure to get in touch with us on our WhatsApp mobile number, +64 221 786 007. So no matter which part of the world you are in, and do subscribe, like and share this video with anyone who you think may find it helpful, and stay tuned for many more interesting updates. Thank you for watching and have a safe journey.